Do you have a fabulous friend or an acquaintance and they always have great clothing items and they're always getting them at a deal and you're wondering what you are doing wrong? Well, I got a secret. I want to tell it to you. And this may be the way that they're getting their items. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey, this is India with Bags and Lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you go any further, please go ahead, like this video. Also consider subscribing if you're liking my vibe, or if you need to watch a few other videos before you can tell, definitely check out my description box. Also check out the video that will be linked at the end. So let's go ahead and get started. So I am a person where there's a lot of people on YouTube, I definitely will say that they have helped popularize thrifting and showing the gems that you can find. And that is absolutely the best way. There are people that I still watch now that thrift physically in the store. For me, it usually doesn't work out. My secret is I love to thrift, but a lot of times I'm not going to a physical Goodwill or a well-known thrift store for items. I am usually shopping consignment, or I'm doing online shopping, or if I'm doing in-person shopping, that's going to be consignment, like I said, or estate sales. So I wanted to give you two examples of pieces that I have saved so much money on, and give you tips on how you can do the same thing. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first up is I recently purchased a pair of Reese pants. I have a work travel video that I that I recorded earlier this year where I talked about Reese pants and things like that. And then once I got those pants, I started going down a rabbit hole because for a couple of years I've been watching Reese and admiring their clothing and wanting to get pieces. So that piece I got from the Reese online store on sale. Then I started searching more for Reese pieces, and these two items did come from Poshmark, but there are other places that you can shop. So first I want to show you my two examples and then we'll get into the tips. Okay, so first up is this jacket here. That I have. So this is made by Reese. I just got it back from my seamstress and I had her gather the I was about to say armpits. I had her gather the elbow area so it could pull the sleeves up just a little bit and show some skin, because this one is actually a little bit larger. And so I needed to do something to kind of modify it. But I absolutely love this jacket. It is so cute. It is kind of that luxurious, shiny fabric that helps add texture to pieces in the wintertime. So I'm so excited to get it. So let me tell you how much I got for this jacket. This jacket retailed for $495. And I'm looking at my notes. That's why I looked over to the side. Guess how much I got it for? A whopping 92% off. I got this for $36 from Poshmark. So I just got it dry cleaned. And like I said, I got the little pieces here pulled up so that way I can wear it the way that I want to. So this is the first piece that I got thrifted online. The next piece is these pants here. I love the pin tuck. I love the thickness of the material. It looks like a elevated, not workout piece. It looks like an elevated pair of pants. So it doesn't look like a jogger, and they definitely are very comfortable and it's really an elevated casual piece. And I absolutely love it because you can dress this piece up or down, which is what I really like about it. And so this pair of pants I got, which they still actually have the tags on them. So these were $285 retail. I got them for $80 on Poshmark as well. So these came in at 71% off. If I want to be generous to myself, it actually was 71.9%. So I could say I got 72% off. And then the jacket was actually 92.7% off. So, we could round that one up and say 93% if you want to. But anyway, that's still a whopping savings, whether I want to round up or not. So let me just talk about it for a little bit. I'm a person, like I said, I've never been able to get gangbuster deals with pieces that are in the thrift store. I don't know what it is. I must go on the wrong day, go to the wrong place, but that's just not my thing. Oh my gosh, one of my best friends, she can get amazing deals and find amazing things at the thrift store. Me, I can't find those things. I know a lot of other people, like I said, online can. So I'm doing what works for me. I love finding more expensive pieces at discounted prices, whether that's new or whether they're pre-owned. And one of those ways is to do online thrifting. That is another way that you can save. So first off, I'm going to tell you is, in order for you to effectively do online thrifting, especially if you want to just find key pieces that you want to use to elevate your wardrobe, they're just the piece that got away, right? Like something like that, or something that you're going to have for years to come and you don't want to spend that full retail price, you can absolutely search on the resale market for those. So online, the way that I accomplish that is, like I said, I shop through eBay, I shop through Poshmark. I have also shopped on Goodwill online. So check out Goodwill online. You do have to do, it's in an auction format, but they have great pieces that come through. And then also I know another popular online site is ThredUp. I've never personally used ThredUp, but some of the big YouTubers or fashion folks that I really love, like Janae Naylor, for example, has done partnerships with ThredUp, and she has personally shopped through ThredUp. So that is also a place as well you can shop. Now, so I just gave you a list of places that you can go through online. Now, what you want to do is you have to be organized. This is going to be key, especially for online. So what you want to do is you want to write down those pieces that you're thinking, you know what, I really love this piece. It's way too expensive. I want to look for this one day. Or I'm going to look for it one day. Or keep tabs on it, because there are other ways that you can use the name. So what you want to do is write down the name of that piece and just write down as much details as you possibly can. So whether that's the description is really what you want to get, because a lot of stores will name their pieces. Like this jacket was called the Blakely jacket, and these pants were the Joey jacket. So it makes it easier when you have that much information, because it helps to narrow down the internet out there to help you find what you're looking for, especially when you're going through these apps. So make sure you write down that information. Also, I know Google has a search tool where you can take a photo and it'll help find things that are somewhat similar to it. So that is possible too, to find an exact match if you want to. But if you don't physically, like it's 2 years from now and you're still looking for that piece and you don't have a photo of it, then that doesn't really help you. But if you happen to come across it, just wanted to make I'm going down a rabbit hole. I just wanted to mention that. So that's the other thing that you want to do, because what you want to do is you can Google search by the name. And a lot of places, especially places that are doing this professionally, a lot of them, when they are very detailed, they will have the name of an item. And so you are able to type in Reese Blakely jacket and see it pop up on all of the different areas that Google can possibly find it, which is extremely helpful. So definitely you can do that. You can also search individually by those names inside of the eBay website or inside of Poshmark, for example, as well, to find that information. The other thing you want to do is you want to try to keep note of the price. And the reason I say that is because you want to make sure that someone's not trying to take advantage of you. A lot of times clothing items are going to sell for less than their retail price, especially when they're used. There are slim, narrow, rare cases where they go for more, and those are for like really collector pieces. But otherwise, most other things are going for less than their retail price. So first off, some people are greedy, so you want to make sure that they're not charging you or quoting that the price was $500 for a pair of pants and they're charging you $250 when the pants were actually $250 originally, and they're just knocking the price down by $5. Like, that kind of thing. So that's why you also want to make sure you get the name, because you can actually figure out what the original price is. So you want to do some homework first. So I would say definitely make sure, like I said, write it down, take a note of those websites that I talked about to do your online thrifting through, and then that way it'll help you find that item. You can also go through a website called ShopStyle. I use that website frequently. Now, ShopStyle is somewhat limited because they don't partner, is what I'm trying to say. They don't partner with every retailer, but when you're talking about used pieces, it may be a little bit harder to use ShopStyle, but that's more so for brand new pieces. So those will be like the quick tips I can say, is like make a note, make sure you write down the descriptions, hopefully the price of the item originally when you saw it, and then just keep that note and then search those websites periodically for those pieces. And then also shopping off season helps as well. So if you can get like this piece here, I didn't even negotiate on the price because they had it at a reasonable price already. But I got this piece about 2 months ago. So it was, starting to be early fall season. So that's not really off season. But I would say, like, for a piece like this, you would maybe start searching for it now because people are trying to get rid of their winter pieces. Also, an item like this, December, January, winter pieces, February, you want to start searching for winter pieces because people are also going to be more willing to mark them down and get rid of them. And also, people are switching things out their closet. So those items that you're looking for that may be a fall piece may pop up during those times that I just mentioned because people are cleaning out their closets and getting rid of things. And then in the opposite, to search for summer pieces. So those are a few tips that I want to give you if you want to do some online thrifting. I personally, like I said, like online thrifting because that's where I get the most bang for my buck. And I have also had time after time successes. Vestier Collective, sorry, I forgot to mention, Vestier Collective is another spot where you can find pieces that are used. Now, another tip I want to mention before I let you go is going to be, unless you're very familiar with a designer piece. And when I'm talking about a designer piece, like maybe you're looking for a YSL jacket, a Gucci jacket, something like that, I would say, unless you're very familiar, I would consider steering clear of high end, very popular designer pieces online, unless you are going to be willing to do the homework to just make sure it looks okay with the photos that you're going to get online, and then also willing to pay that extra price to get it authenticated when you receive it. What I'm trying to get at is it's usually less likely for something like a mid-tier priced item versus something super popular like a YSL jacket or a Chanel jacket that a lot of times more people are going to try to attempt to fool you with those. So that's something else you want to consider. Definitely do what you feel comfortable with. So if you want to jump out there and do it, those are a few tips that I can give you. I also have some other kind of pre-owned thrifting type of videos that I have recorded as well. So I'll link that playlist at the end as well so you can check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your questions down below and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.